You haven't looked at the new update yet in eFootball, and I wanted to go through that together. My honest and kind of first look reactions to everything that has been updated. I think it's been a pretty big update. I know there is eFootball Connect, so it is playable between Xbox, PlayStation, and PC. I think for the first time ever. I honestly thought it was already, but I guess I wasn't in the know. Okay, so first look here, they did add the Luis Suarez. So he is the final part of the MSN players, and we will definitely want to take a look at him. Looks like they have a Super League pack here too. So we have a new season. There's a lot to go over. We have to take our penalty, and there's a new event going on. So advanced skill training. Let's see. Introducing advanced skill training. I think you can choose which skill you want now with those advanced skills, which I think is pretty cool. So you at least get a little bit more stuff or a little more direct customization. It's not all randomized because it sucks when you have players that are good but you don't have enough skills. eFootball League versus AI category. Okay, so this is a new game mode. I think we verse other people's dream teams here, which I think is pretty cool. I think that's fun. That's something they had in the old Pro Evolution soccer games. So that's a nice comeback to see. There's the cross-platform. That's awesome. That's a huge step for this game. It's just annoying that cross-progression does not count. Let's start taking a look at this 850 million download campaign. So this is the event they have going on. It looks like they're giving 850 coins, I think, through this event, which is really nice. And so that'll be cool. Yeah, I guess we'll start a little bit backwards. They probably have some sales on coins going on right now, which is always a nice thing. Yep, here they are. It's going on for about 2 weeks, so there's plenty of time to get these if you want some. I don't think there's necessarily the best time to get coins, but I think whenever they're discounted, I think that they at least have more value than they do if you just get them anytime. So if you did need some extra coins, I think now is not the worst time to get them. Okay, so we can buy the advanced skills here. That's pretty nice. And so with the advanced skills, you get to choose, I think, what category your skills are to assign to players. So that's pretty nice. It's still random. You know, you might really want to get through passing, and you might keep getting one-touch pass like I always seem to get. And so, anyway, that is just a nice way of, instead of wanting a passing skill and you get goalkeeping something, or I guess that's not even possible, but like a defensive skill, you get blocker 10 times in a row. That'll prevent that from happening. So overall, I think that's a really nice change. Looks like they have a new manager here. Let's see if they added anything in these packs. My guess is probably not. Nothing there. It'd help if I went to the right screen. I always get lost in these menus here. But our packs, okay, Johan Cruyff. I wonder if he's an 89 manager. I guess we'll find out. He is. He is an 89 manager. So the managers are going to start getting leveled out. He's a 2-boost manager for 500 coins with 89 possession game. I think that's pretty good. Jumping and tight possession may not be the best boosters, but with the current meta, which might not be the current meta after this update, but the crossing and heading, +1 jumping is actually not terrible. So that's a good manager. It's a good manager for free. It is possession game, so that's not one for me, but that's one that people will definitely spend 500 coins. Definitely worth 500 coins for Cruyff. So not bad. Okay, now we'll keep going down this. We'll go to objectives and look at the match pass right after this. So here's eFootball League. So this is how to get some, okay, so there's more events targeted for eFootball League. I think that's actually pretty fun. With it being cross-platform, it's going to be interesting to see how the ranking stacks up. It's going to be a little bit different than it was before because for the, I guess you could say the millions of players and the couple thousand that were in each division, Yeah, it's gonna pile up for sure. So I wonder if they're starting everyone back at Division 10. They must if these are the objectives. So we definitely do have to grind a little bit more to get to Division 1. But that's always kind of fun. I'm not against that. So here's 850 million download campaign. You can already get this jersey for free. And I just want to see if there's any free spins or anything. At least not yet. But not bad. Again, always nice to get new objectives and gives you a little more to do for about 3 weeks. So that's pretty fun. We'll take a look at the match pass here. Let's see. So João Neves, that's actually pretty good. And Frankie de Jong. Not terrible. Box to box, his stats look okay. I think he's actually a really good playmaker. So that's not a bad choice here. And then De Jong is going to be a similar player, of course, even better. So that's looking good. I still have my premium discount, so I might take a spin for De Jong, but we'll have to see. I'm not 100% sure. He probably still won't make my team, so don't want to waste my coins here. We'll go ahead and take our daily penalty. I don't think they added anything else here. They want everyone to get that Conte, but we're getting closer to getting that goalie. Oh, I guess I thought we were a little bit closer than that. Let's see. Just double check, make sure we didn't miss anything here. Gotta scroll down a bit. Yeah, no new players added here, so that's honestly nice. Hopefully we can get Baya on our next spin here, which, yeah, we're about to get that. I don't want one of these guys. They're not good enough for my team. Baya maybe isn't either, but my team still lacks a good goalie. So we'll go ahead and claim all our stuff here from doing eFootball League, which is nice. We got to Division 2 this last time once again. And then let's see, here's all the descriptions of the updates. I'm not going to go through that, but that's there if you want to read it. I'm sure it's on their website and everything too. Okay, so now may as well look at the matches before we look at the contracts and stuff, but they did add that new Suarez, so that'll be the big one here. The events that they have going on. Golden Goal, Spanish clubs for PvP. And then Golden Journey, I'm not really sure what that one is, but that's probably a longer event. Maybe, maybe not. Not really. It's just a cool name for a regular event. And then here is a Saudi League event, so that's pretty cool. I believe we have to choose our team from Saudi Arabia. Yep. So that's kind of fun. Hopefully, hopefully they let us merge some players on that team, because I do have some decent players from Saudi, like Conte, or should figure out which team he's on. Okay, and then a Spanish clubs event. So nothing crazy in events, but still just a nice refresh of something to do. No other crazy events going on. Just taking a look at. Oh, so eFootball League, there is a Verse AI category and PvP. So I think that's a newer thing, and that's actually pretty cool. I want to see where we are at PvP, where it's going to start us. So we're in Division 5. We got all the objectives. So you don't have to grind from Division 10. Just to make that clear, we're already in Division 5, so that's pretty nice. So I'll take that. And then the Verse AI category. I wonder how that's going to look. We're in Division 6 for that one. Well, that's nice. So if your connection's not as good, it also gives you something else to grind, which I think is cool. So there's a little bit more added to this game. I think eFootball League is honestly one of the best game modes. Well, it's the best game mode, really the only game mode in this other than just the normal playing people online for those events. And the connection's not always as good. So anyway, looking pretty good. Let's see here. What else other than the contracts? It's pretty much just the contracts here. I guess we should claim all our free stuff here. And yeah, we'll go to the contracts. Look at that Suarez. I bet he'll be pretty good, but it looks like he only had phenomenal finishing, which, in my opinion, that's kind of underwhelming. So let's see here. Just want to see if they add any. They did add the other packs, so we'll kind of work our way. We'll work our way backwards, I think. But here are the Super League players. Do any of them look okay? Yeah, nothing great about those guys. I think they look all right. The J League players, take a look at them too. Again, same thing. Looks like, are they all 4-star for both? They're all 4-star for both of those. Here are the Saudi players. Are these, yeah, here's John Duran. So that's pretty cool. So this looks like something we get from doing that Saudi game mode here. So hopefully we get to pick, because I think John Duran would probably be the best choice, but his card doesn't look as good as I thought. So none of these guys will break the game either. But again, it's just nice to get a free player. The Art of Passing. So this will be the nominating contract free players. I can't talk this morning. And Harry Kane looks like he's the best player in the pack. Let's see, yeah, not bad. Grimaldo, that's actually a pretty cool one, but he's a fullback finisher. I don't like that on my fullbacks. Ederson's not terrible, but he can only gain 21 levels. Harry Kane's probably the best one in the pack, but at this point we all have a bunch of good forwards, but he still looks pretty good. And then Çalhanoğlu, of course, is good, but I got a good free version of him from one of the Player of the Week campaigns, so probably don't need him. I don't know who I'll pick, but honestly, that's a little underwhelming, so not as good as the Pedri that they gave us a couple updates ago. But now is the moment everyone's been waiting for. We'll go ahead and take a look at the Luis Suarez. I'm actually a little bummed out he doesn't have, and a Blitzcurler Villa. That might be the better player in this pack. But let's take a look at this Suarez here. So I think he looks really good. Phenomenal finishing is good. It is a bummer he doesn't have his own skill move though, because both Neymar and Messi introduced another skill move. So I find that actually a little underwhelming. But he can gain 32 levels. He can become a 102 overall player, which is pretty good. And he has +4 striking, so that's actually pretty solid. His acceleration, kicking power, physical contact, and offensive awareness are boosted. Yeah. And what is his offensive awareness to begin? Yeah, so he's going to be really good, always in the right spot there. His heading's not very good, so that's something. He's a pure finisher there. He does have phenomenal finishing, so that'll be fun. His dribbling looks all right, not the best. He's definitely more of a poacher than anything else. Let's take a look at this Villa. Okay, he's not as fast as I was hoping he'd be, but his finishing looks good. Off ball, offensive awareness, speed, acceleration, and stamina. So he looks pretty solid. And then Fernando Torres, which I'm excited about him. He's actually the fastest player in the pack, and he looks pretty good. They already gave us a free Fernando Torres, though, so I don't know if he's necessarily the guy everyone's going to go for. This is a hard pack to justify because you're getting 3 center forwards, people that all play the same position. I guess Villa probably has good passing. Good is a strong word. Torres definitely does not have good passing, and Suarez is just as good as Villa. So those guys can't really play any midfield roles. They can kind of play wingers, but Villa is the only one that is going to be anywhere good at dribbling. So I don't know. I wish the other players in the pack were a little bit better than that. But that Luis Suarez is definitely the gold standard for strikers. And then here is another Super League pack. So just looking at these guys, I think they look solid. This is not going to be my cup of tea here, but for the right player, I mean, this is definitely a good pack. How many players are in here? 100, and there's 4 good players you could potentially pull from. So the odds of getting a good player definitely upped. So yeah, not too bad. We'll take a look at the worldwide players, and I think is that everything we have here? Because first half of the season, is this new too? I don't think so. I don't live at the shop, if you can tell. But there's De Bruyne, Leao, and Zakaria. So those are the guys headlining here. Of course, De Bruyne, center forward. De Bruyne is interesting. Van Dijk is always good. And yeah, the rest of these players look all right, but nothing special. Again, the hottest thing on the pack here is this Suarez. But that's it as far as this update goes. I'm not going to do any gameplay or anything like that. That'll be for a later time. Today's actually going to be a busy day for me, so I won't be able to stream until later this weekend. But I do want to go ahead and see how the connection is going to be with cross-platform. I know the connection in this game, console to console, system to system, can be tough. So it'll be interesting to see how they have prepared for the latency and lag and all that stuff while connecting between between different platforms. So still a big step in the right direction. This looks like a decent update. This is the last big update until I think eFootball 26 comes out. So hopefully we'll see how the gameplay goes. That's honestly the most important part. But that's it for this video. Thanks for watching and have a good one.